Hello, Planeswalkers. Andrew here, joined by we have Timothy, Levdev, and Datastorm. I believe Timothy, have you been on the channel before? I can't.
Yeah, I
You
have.
have. You have. Yes. So
Yeah.
two returning faces. I don't think Datastorm has been on here before. As always, you can find all of them in the description below. Why don't we go around the table, talk about what decks we're playing and where people can find you?
So I am Infamous Fridge. You can find me on Twitter by the same name, Infamous Fridge. I don't really stream or do any of that. I like to jump around on other people's shows. Today I'm playing Jegantha Group Hug. It is group hug with no win cons and ways to make me not win the game. So it's group hug that's also like kind of arch enemy.
Very fun. Okay, Levdev.
Of course. Hello, one and all. Name is LevDev. You can find me on Twitter with PGD Hansen. Mostly I do arena deck techs as well. It's just essentially stream, essentially on Twitch on the weekends, mostly arena content and such. I also do Commander shenanigans, as we're doing today. I also try to help out with the community and just essentially help with charities and such to essentially help communities out and such and get some cool MTG swag with helping people out. And for today, we're going to be telling a story. One could say a living tale. I'm playing Satsuke, the living lore. This is pretty much what we like to call regrowth tribal. So basically, the premise of the deck is value from sagas as well as other artifacts and such, and well, we'll see what happens.
It'll be fun. You all, if you're all on this channel, you should know me unless you're new. I'm Andrew, one half of Partners With, and today I'm playing Morophon Nephilim. Which of them? All of them. It's changelings and combat and attack triggers. It's not the best, but it's fun. And last but not least, we have Datastorm.
Hi, Datastorm. I am not a content creator. I'm just a lurker. I do hang around in the Magic with Zuby Discord a lot, and have gotten to play with them every now and then. So, today I'm going to be playing Zilortha, or more commonly known as Godzilla, King of Monsters. He likes big creatures with small butts, so he can give them big butts. And it's just a basic Gruul smash face.
It's too bad he's not Jund, so you could run Yargle. Yargle would be a very fun one.
Yeah, it would.
Alright.
But Godzilla gets the work done.
Yeah, it's a fun card. Alright. Infamous Fridge, why don't you take it away?
Okay. I will untap nothing and draw. And play a jungle shrine and pass.
Okie dokie, gonna draw my card, a bada beep bada boo. For a story to be told, wow, gibberish. Let us start with a tree of tales. Artifact land, produces green mana. Pass the turn.
Cool.
Let me try to find it in a place where we can actually read the card. Perfect.
Let's see. I'm going to play an unclaimed territory naming Nephilim. Tap star colorless, or I can tap it for any color to cast a Nephilim. That'll pass.
Alrighty, draw for turn. I will play a Stomping Ground tapped and pass turn.
Okay, untap. Draw. I will play a Razor Verge Thicket. It'll come to play untapped. And then I'll pay 2 for, let's get the show on the road, a Howling Mine.
Ooh, we get to draw some cards.
So everyone will be drawing 2 cards at your draw step. I'll pass turn.
Okay, gonna draw a 1, I'm gonna draw a 2. Okay, so in this case, I'm gonna play my planes. Pretty planes. Anyway. Then, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I don't have to discard. I'm going to, well, a little impractical here because you kind of want to hold this up, but hey, a land is a land. I'm going to play Azusa's Mini Journey, first saga of the day. Essentially, I may play an additional land this turn, and my additional land, Boseiju Who Endures.
Oh, that's a good card.
Oh, wow.
Yep. You kind of want to hold it up as removal, but it's a way to keep my hand at least not discarding. Pass the turn.
Okay. Draw 10. We are going to play a Thriving Moor, and I'm gonna name green. So it taps for black, taps for black green. Basically a Golgari, Guildgate, and I will pass.
Alright, untap. We draw 2 cards.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, is that going to change your turn?
No, it did not.
Okay.
It just means I discard, but that's fine.
Wow, this is gonna...
Discard Avian
Alright.
Changeling.
Play a mountain. And then... Since I have 8 cards in hand, I will discard a forest and pass turn.
Alright. Untap. Draw 1, 2. I will play Scoured Barrens and I'll gain 1 life. And then I will pass turn.
Okay, untap, upkeep, do a little bit of draw. Ba-doop. Then draw again because I almost forgot. Doo-doo. Okay, I'm going to play a Sunglass Prairie as my land for turn. Then I think the play here is... Well, we're here for the commander, so I'm going to tap my Boseiju and my Prairie to play my commander.
Do you gain life this turn?
I almost forgot. Yes, I do gain life. That was a brain fart. Thanks for the catch. I'm going to have to not miss my triggers here. Anyway, with that, I'm also going to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I shall pass the turn after that.
Alright. Untap, draw. Oh, I draw 2. Gonna make me discard a bunch of cards. I'm gonna play a Swamp, and we're gonna tap 3 for a Chromatic Lantern, and I have no 1-drops, and I'm now at exactly 7 cards, so I will pass.
Alrighty. I don't have to untap, so let's draw. We have Forest. Tap all 3 for Retreat to Kazandu. That's the landfall enchantment. Whenever one comes in, I can either put a counter on a creature or gain 2 life. And that's all I can do.
Okay, untap. Draw 1. Draw 2. I'm going to play Gaia Reach Sanitarium. I'm going to tap 2 for Helm of Awakening. So no, all spells cost 1 mana less.
Ooh.
And I'm going to pay 2 for Temple Bell.
Ooh.
Ouch.
So, let me know if whenever you think you want me to ring that bell, and I will tap it.
Duly noted.
Pass turn.
Ba-doop, ba-doop. Draw my first card, and then draw my second card. Okay, everything costs 1 less. Gotta keep that in mind.
And you're
Then also,
you're Zoo, yeah.
Sonic. And I get Likeness of the Seeker. Has Summoning Sickness, but it's a free, and when Likeness of the Seeker becomes blocked, untap up to 3 lands you control. Got some choices here. I think here the first choice I'm going to make is I'm going to play with 2 mana now, thanks to Helm of Awakening, Battle for Predacard. And essentially, when that is into, it gets a lore counter. And then I create a 1/1 white human creature token. I'm gonna, for the sake, put this Pringle here for the sake of that. Then I will 1 and a 2 and again to actually play Fall of the Imposter. Get a lore counter. We'll say all these are on the same lore at the moment once I get to my dice. Then we are going to tap Satsuke to advance each lore. So I create another Pringle token. This time it's an Elf Warrior. And then before I forget, I do put a counter. I'm going to put a counter on my commander. And then when I advance the second time, I'm going to put the counter on my commander again. Gotta go get my dice. I'll pass the turn.
Cool. Tap. Drop. Going to play Island. Ooh, I can do a lot this turn. I'm gonna pay 1 for Swiftfoot Boots. Pay 2 for Fist of Suns. And I will pay 2 for... or no. That has to go on a creature, never mind. I will instead pay 2 for Derek's Uprising. So lots of cards. So Fist of Suns. I can pay a Wooburg for spells that I cast rather than their mana cost. And get Swiftfoot Boots to Swiftfoot Boots. Garrick's Uprising. My creatures have trample, and whenever a creature with 4 or greater enters under my control, I draw a card. I will pass.
Alright. Untap. Draw. Alright, I'm gonna play a Terramorphic Expanse. Gain 2 life. And then I will immediately crack that Terramorphic Expanse and go get something. But before I do, I'll put out Ferocity of the Wilds for 2 mana instead of 3. And that'll be the end.
Alright. At the end of your turn, I'm going to ring the bell, so everyone will draw a card.
Yay.
Okay.
There we go.
I will untap. And that will draw 2. 1, 2. I'm going to play a Grove of the Burn Willows. I will tap 4. All of my opponents will gain 1 life.
Yay.
Nice.
For Jegantha. And then I will pay 1 for Wall of Shards. It has my upkeep, and an opponent gains 1 life, and it gets bigger and bigger as time goes on, so people will gain more than 1 life. And that's my turn.
Okay, untap, upkeep, draw. Gonna resolve some triggers. So this one, I'll create 2 copies of this. This, I'll just target Andrew and not remove your Jegantha at the moment, since you're helping me out a lot.
Cool.
Since it says target opponent, not creature. Interesting thing about that card.
So that's, yeah. Fall of the Imposter.
And before I forget, draw a second card. Then I think here, let's just have some fun, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to play Fate's Reward, which is return to the battlefield all permanent cards in the graveyard that were put there from the battlefield this turn. I replay my sagas.
That's a good card in that deck, huh?
Exactly. So I'll create another warrior once we get to it. So, first step here. Then we'll put a counter. This time we'll put it on the likeness of the Seeker. How big is Jegantha?
Jegantha is a 5/5.
Okay, I'm just gonna put one counter on here. And
If you want to attack me to unlock lands, it's fine. I won't block.
Yeah, I might actually just do that since currently my hand will be discarded. So I'm going to attack you with just only a 4/4 likeness of the Seeker.
Does it have to deal combat damage?
It only untaps if it's blocked.
So that's why I'm not making it bigger and advancing this, so that you can block it without Jegantha dying.
Okay, I'll block. Yeah, I'll block with Wall of Shards. It's a 1/8.
Perfect. It will die, but then the block trigger will
It does
occur.
not die, actually.
It doesn't. It's a 1/8.
Yeah, the wall did not kill it, but you still untap your lands.
Oh, my bad. I thought you blocked with Jegantha. Brain fart.
Nah, it's all good.
Well, I'm gonna untap up the 3 lands.
I don't want to destroy your creature. I mean,
For the sake of just
You
clarity,
you worked hard for it.
I appreciate that. We'll use these blank ones at the moment, just to emphasize
Everybody's
the-
playing such a nice commander.
And then here, I'm just going to tap 3 here, like this. I'm going to play Boseiju Who Endures as my other saga. It allows me to search up my library for up to 2 basic land forests, essentially. So, let's get that. One pretty forest. Second pretty forest. Put that into my hand. Do a quick shuffle and a cut. Then I will also play my land for turn. Which in this case will be, I believe, a forest is the most logical conclusion. I will play a forest, and then I will tap that forest to play a regrowth. Name of the deck, to bring back a face reward to my hand. Eh? Eh? Eh?
That's a mighty strong lore hold you have over there.
Well, what can I say? Satsuke likes to tell a lot of tales. Anyway, with that, I am going to actually advance Satsuke. Then do turn 2 on this, turn 2 on this, turn 2 on this. So this triggers, I create another elf token. I will put a counter on this one. Boop. And I will technically target no land to put on the top of my library. And with that, I will pass the turn.
That was a lot.
Satsuke. Satsuke is like that friend who just keeps telling the same story over and over and over, and you just get annoyed.
I'll play a forest. And because of Fist of Suns, I can pay 5 for Morophon. And,
Oh Lord, he coming.
I choose Nephilim. Sorry, it has different text because it's a proxy in like the old text. Come in. Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
And it'll
get...
huh?
I have to discard. I'm going to discard Area Surveyor. My bad.
It's gonna make the my Nephilim cheaper, and I will equip him with Swiftfoot boots. And
Getting
also,
swifty.
Garrick's Uprising. I draw a card. Cool. And I'm at exactly 7 cards in hand, so I will pass the turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna go to untap. Howling Mine is still untapped, correct?
Yeah, I have no way to tap it.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna play another forest. Godzilla only costs 4 now. So I will bring him out.
There's the big boy.
Yep.
Did you gain 2 life from your land injury?
I did not. I will now. That'll be it. I will pass turn.
Alright, and your turn, I'm gonna ring the bell.
Draw a card! Woo!
Okay, so does that mean I have to discard 2 cards or
No,
1 card?
I think the discard happens because they happen on the same step. So I think you only discard 1 and then you draw 1, right?
Okay.
So I think the discard happens at the beginning of your end step.
So in other words, you're good.
Yes, you only just discard 1.
Also, I heard back from Lacey. If we want to get a game 2 in Data Storm, do you mind letting Lacey come back as our 4th for game 2?
It depends. I mean, as in like me step out, right?
Right, because she was
Yeah.
originally going to be in. Right?
Yeah, I don't think I'd have time for another game. So
Awesome, so it works out.
So I'm gonna untap. I will draw 2 cards. I will put a. So we'll have Andrew gain the first life in Wall of Sharks.
Yay.
I will play Mystic Monastery. And then I'm going to tap Jegantha to add 1 of each of the colors.
Ooh.
And I will remove the blue. I'll tap that for red, so each of my opponents will gain a life.
Group hug is so nice.
For Ludovic,
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
nice warm hugs.
and then I will. Don't know. Okay, we'll go with this. I will add the green and the green, and we'll do 1 for Awakening.
What's that do?
At the beginning of each player's upkeep, untap all creatures and lands.
Okie dokie.
Oh.
And
So wait, that's everybody's creatures and lands?
I believe that
Yes.
is what it means. Yeah.
Wow.
Shenanigans shall be abound.
I have never felt so loved in a Commander game.
And I can't do anything else, so I will go to my end step. I have nothing to discard, and so Lev's turn.
Okay.
Hold on, before you untap, what is Satsuki's power and toughness right now?
Currently a 3/5.
A 3/5?
Yep.
Okay. So before your turn, I'm going to tap my forest and cast Ram Through. So Godzilla's gonna deal 7 damage to Satsuke,
That's fair.
and the remainder will run through to you.
Which, if I recall correctly, it deals damage to its power, so it's 7, if I recall correctly.
Right.
So-
So it's gonna
7 minus
it's
5,
basically
I
like-
take 2.
right.
Boop, boop. Okay, so then now I draw for turn, draw 2 cards. Boop.
And everyone untaps.
And everyone untaps. Wow.
That's a lot.
And then pretty much these resolve, so I get more soldiers or warriors technically. And I will exile. I wonder whose creature I should exile.
None of mine, please. Nothing here.
Well, Data Storm, since you destroyed my Satsuke, targeting you.
Yeah, it's only fair. I can't protect him right now.
And then this will flip into the branch of Boseiju, which gets +1/+1 for each land I control. Currently I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands, so it is a 5/5. Okay, so one con of using D20s. Okay, so as for my land for turn, watch this. This is going. Let's see, can I do this properly? Let me see. I'm gonna play Buried Ruin as my land for turn. Yeah. So I'm going to. And even remember, everything costs 1 less, so that's perfect. As long as I do it like this. So 2, I'm going to sacrifice my Buried Ruin to return a target artifact card to my hand. I am going to return Aerial Surveyor again to my hand. Then I'm going to, since it costs 1 less, I'm going to face Reward, return every permanent that went to the battlefield this turn to the battlefield. Buried Ruin, Fall of the Imposter, and Battle for Predagard. Value! So, I get another warrior token. We'll put this as Summoning Sickness for now. And then I also put a counter. This time I'm going to put it on the one who seeks. And then, Fridge, I'm going to attack you with a Sit-Sit Likeness of the Seeker.
It's 6/6.
Yep.
I'll block with a 1/8.
Okie dokie. And then I untop up the free lands. Doo, 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 doo. Then, what I'm going to do is... I'm going to... No, that's awkward. But I think I can do this. Yeah. We'll do it like this. I'm going to tap 3 to play Ajani the Greathearted. And then I'm going to -2 Ajani the Greathearted and put a +1/+1 counter on all creatures I control and Planeswalkers. Loyalty.
Oh.
Do, 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 do. As I said, value.
Lepdev bringing the heat.
Yeah, good thing I don't have a Crater Oath in this deck.
Just end the game right now.
But do you have a Triumph of the Horde?
I don't have that either, believe it or not, in this deck. Even though I should probably consider it upon post-reflection, seeing the explosive start I just got. Something for the future, I guess. Anyway, with that, oh wait, I can actually do it like, tap this land to do that, so that's 2, 3. And then do I have anything for 1 green in hand? No, but I do have something for 1 white, so I'm going to tap it like this. and then tap the plains to play an All That Glitters on my Branch of Boseiju,
Oh no.
which gets a +1/+1 for each artifact and or enchantment for that you control. So currently I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enchantments, so it gets a +5/+5 boost. So it's a big tree. It is currently an 11/11 tree. In other words, Boseiju growls. With that, I pass the turn.
Boseiju does not have defender.
Unfortunately, it does not.
He it's a walking tree then.
Yep.
Play an island. Stuff still costs 1 generic plus, right? Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, it does.
I will pay 4 for conspiracy, naming Nephilim.
Ooh, makes sense.
And because it's 1 generic cheaper, and because it is a Nephilim and it is a Wooburg cheaper, I will play Joda, which is a Xenoblade altar from that deck I mentioned earlier. I didn't mention it in the video, but I have a Xenoblade deck. So it's a Xenoblade
Nice.
altar. So he was free. And now I'm going to pay 3 for Cultivate. I'm going to search up 2 basics.
You pay 2 for Cultivate, not 3.
You are correct. Thank you. And then 1 on the battlefield and 1 in my hand, yes. I have a Plains going into my hand. Don't know why Plains is so difficult to say, but good.
All these hugs are getting hard to keep track of.
Hugging to the left, hugging to the right, all the hugs within sight.
Okay.
Or out of sight, I guess.
And that still costs 2. So can't do that. Oh yeah, Joda, drew me a card. That's not helpful.
Lev, you would have untapped all your stuff, by the way.
Oh yeah. Wow, I forgot that. Oh dear. Oh dear.
It's very cool. I don't think there's anyone that Morophon would be safe attacking into.
I mean, I have no blockers.
Oh, yeah. 6 commander coming at you.
Alright. Cannot do anything about it.
And I think because of Morophon and Conspiracy, Joda is getting +1/+1. And I will pass the turn.
At the end of your turn, going to 1, 2, whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am going to cast, since I have it with Flash, the Wandering Emperor.
Nice.
And I'm just going to +1 with her and just make a put a +1/+1 and give temporary first strike to my Likeness of the Secret. Now I'm good.
Alrighty. Untap. I don't have anything to untap. Everybody else untaps. Alright, I draw 2 cards. Let's see.
Oh, Andrew.
Yeah.
Since end of your turn, you can draw a card because a player other than me lost life.
Oh, good. Draw another card.
Alright. I'm gonna play a Castle Embreth. I'll tap that and a forest to put down Tuk Tuk Rubble Fort, which gives all my creatures haste.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
That's a good card.
Godzilla's still a little... Oh, I need to gain 2 life from playing land.
That's fair.
Pay 2 for a Rona's Monument. So now green creatures cost 1 less for me to play.
I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Should we pause?
No, you can keep going. Also, I forgot to discard and discard a planes. Okay, be right back.
Well, since I still have the mana, I'll pay 1 and put down Boots with the Fur.
Very nice.
That's just a Swiftfoot Boots altar.
Look at those sweet Uggs.
And that's gonna be it for me.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay, so I know you. Do you want me to ring the bell because I know you have cards in hand? Can I ring that bell?
I have 5 cards in hand. You can ring the bell.
Yeah, I'm gonna ring the bell.
Ring the bell. We need to remember Andrew back that you ring the bell.
Okay.
Right.
I will untap. I will draw 2. Okay. I will play Temple of the Seat, and I will scry 1. Leave it there.
Oh yeah, everybody untaps.
Yep. Oh, and when Andrew gets back, let him know he also gains 2 life from Wall of Shards.
Wall. Okay.
I'm trying to make it all that with the low life gets going around.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm gonna tap Jegantha to make 1 of each color. And then we'll use Mystic Monastery and the blue for Big Fat Blue Baby.
What?
Ah, we draw more cards.
Yep. Kami of the Crescent Moon, each player draws an additional card. So we'll be drawing 3 cards. One. And 2, I will have it make it so each of my opponents gain a life. And I'll play Shizuku, Caller of the Autumns.
What's that do?
Beginning of each player's upkeep, that player adds 3 green mana to your mana pool, and it does not empty as turns end.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, as empty at phases end. Sorry. I'm gonna keep going because why not? That's green. Gonna play Heartwood Storyteller.
Oh, that's the one that makes people draw cards, right?
Yep.
Goodness gracious.
Card draws to the left, card draws to the right. So many card draws with insight.
And it's for non-creature spells.
Which actually, I think a lot of people are going to be drawing cards for me on the following turn.
And
Oh
then-
boy.
I will play Abyssal Persecutor.
Nice.
I can't win the game, and my opponents can't lose the game. So I am now essentially arch enemy. That's gonna be my turn.
Should we wait for Andrew to get back?
Yeah.
So,
Because there's a lot of sequences that just happen.
plus he needs to draw a card and gain 3 life.
Speaking of which, perfect timing.
I return.
Hey, Andrew.
What's up?
Okay.
So you can go, Lev. You can tell him.
Oh, you essentially drawed an extra card from Temple Bell, and you gained 2 life, you said? Or how much life?
It's
Oh.
3 life, because...
3 life from...
Yeah.
3 life from Raiden Prime. Or not from Raiden Prime, what am I saying? From Infinite's Fridge. Wow, brain fart. Timothy, technically.
Cool.
And we're going to be drawing a lot of extra cards, as you can tell from the board state.
Whose turn is it now?
It's I'm passing to Levdev, but I played Heartwood Storyteller, so whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, each of the player's opponents may draw a card. You don't have to.
Oh.
So I'm drawing 3 cards now.
Yep. And everyone untaps.
Also, you get 3 green to your mana pool.
Yep.
Yep. But first things first, Saga triggers. So, doop, doop. I get another Elf Warrior. I'm going to put it to the side here since it doesn't have a +1/+1 counter like these does. And I will put a +1, actually just for the comedy of it, I will put technically a +1/+1 counter on it to make sure that it's distinct. So, just for the sake of board clarity. Now, 3 green mana is in my mana pool, eh?
Yep.
Yes. And it does not go away as your phases end.
Oh, this should be fun. Okay, time to crack some fingers. Speaking of which. Okay.
Also, anytime you play a non-creature spell, we all draw a card.
You may. You don't have to.
Oh, you don't have to? Okay.
You have to make trigger.
Played an Opal Palace as my land. I'm using 2 of the 3 green since my spells cost 1 less to cast an Eternal Witness. That Eternal Witness is going to return a Faithful Ward to my hand. Next, I am going to use the 1 green and then essentially put the green into this for a white and then a second white to play. Well, actually, I'll technically still have 1 green out of this, technically, so a little redundant there, but it gets the job done. I'm going to play Gideon Blackblade. For loyalty, and then I'm going to plus up Gideon to essentially give 1 target creature I control my choice of Vigilance, Lifelink, or Indestructible. I'm going to give the tree a Lifelink. And then what we're going to do after that is use the 1 green to technically filter this out for... We're going to filter it for white mana. Since this only costs 1 white mana, I'm going to play Machiko's Reign of Truth.
I'm going to draw a card.
I will
Anybody
too.
wants to draw a card from that? You could also draw one from Gideon Blackblade too, remember?
Oh, because he is non-creature.
Bold.
Might as well.
Oh yeah, technically speaking, he enters as a creature, you're right. Anyway, so then now this is going to give a Glimmer of Genius trigger onto this card, the Boseiju. Which currently at the moment, we'll just say 5, but currently I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 enchantments. So, +6, +6, boost twice, technically speaking. Then I will also do... Let's see... I will -2 on a Johnny again to put a +1/+1 counter and a Planeswalker loyalty on all my creatures. Boop. 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 And then I need to count how many lands I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So technically this is a 7/7. That has 2 counters, so it's a 9/9 plus 12 boost from All That Glitters and the Machiko's All That Glitters. So technically, it is currently, let's see, 12 plus 7, 19, 20, 21. It's a 21/21 that I'm going to then +1 Machiko, or not Machiko, left. Wandering Emperor to put a +1/+1 counter on it again and give it first strike and lifelink. So I'm going to swing with
22/22.
a 22/22 first strike lifelink at Let's do Andrew since he's the host, just for fun, because attacking with a tree.
Okay, does it have trample?
It does not have trample.
I will chump with Joda.
Okie
Hold on.
dokie. Oh,
Hold on.
response?
What's holding?
Before damage, I'm gonna tap. I'm gonna beast within the Boseiju.
Oh.
No!
I don't need you gaining all that life. So you make a 3/3 beast.
That is
I'm gonna
fair.
draw a card.
Well
Yeah.
played. Well played.
Although Lev, you can draw a card if you want to off of that.
That is true, and I think I shall.
I will also draw a card.
And I will make a little beast token. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Well, let's see. Do I have anything else to do? Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do not, so I am going to discard Aerial Surveyor into the graveyard and pass my turn. And untap all my lands, because why not?
So I'm drawing 3 now?
Yes, 3 cards.
My god, okay.
And you get 3 green mana at your in your mana pool. That only goes away on your turn's end.
Okay, so 3 green mana I'm going to use on an adaptive automaton, naming Nephilim. So it is now also a Nephilim. It is also getting boosted by the by Morophon. Because Morophon makes it free, we're going to go Ink Treader Nephilim. And that will get +2/+2. Ooh, wow. So that gets +2. This gets +2 now because of Morophon. And Morophon's getting +1 from the adaptive automaton. Boosts all around.
Now, when they come in, they trigger off of Garrick's Uprising?
No, that's only if they have a power 4 or greater. But they do all have trample because of Garrick's Uprising. Ooh. That's fun. So I'm going to pay 1 white because my changeling counts as all creature types, making it 5 cheaper, and it's a Wooburg cheaper, which only reduces it by 1 more. Valiant Changeling, which is a 3/3 double strike.
Uh-oh.
We have Unsettled Mariner. Whenever a permanent you control. Cool. It will, whenever a permanent I control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter that spell unless its controller pays 1. There's a lot I can do. So this next one will cost 4 because it's 1 generic cheaper. We have Vanquisher's Banner, naming Nephilim. So these all
I'm gonna draw a card.
Sounds good. So these
I'll draw a
all
card.
will get larger. There's 2. This
Might as well.
is 2. This gets 3. This gets +3. And this gets +3. So these things are big. I actually think I'm supposed to draw off of Valiant Changeling. Actually, after Valiant Changeling and Unsettled Mariner, because they have power 4 or greater when they enter. Jeez. This Morophon brings the value, I swear. Your Tiller Nephilim, which will also get +3. And that will draw me a card. Okay. And I'm gonna pay 1 for Cerulean Wisps targeting Inktra. No. Sorry. I'm not doing Cerulean Wisps yet. I should wait. You wouldn't happen to have a way of reducing my hand limit, do you, Fridge? Infamous Fridge?
Not. We mean reducing or increasing it?
Like remove my hand limit.
I do. I just don't have it on me at the moment. I'm trying to find it.
Cool. So I will discard. Data Storm, you only have the one creature.
Yes, it's a 0/3.
0/3. I'm gonna swing my 8/8 Morophon and my 7/6 Joda at you.
I'll lend you a favor, Data Storm. I'm gonna spend 1 white, and I will spend the 1 extra mana for. Was it 2 extra mana for the Unsettled Mariner?
It is 1, but I think it's 1 for each copy because you control those copies.
So
I
how much would
assume,
it cost?
Are you targeting Ink Treader or are you targeting one of these two?
I'm targeting one of those two.
Okay, then yes, it is only 1.
I'm gonna have to exile your Joda.
Okay, in response, I will tap 1 for Cerulean Wisps, targeting Ink Treader, and that's gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6, I will draw 6, and untap my 2 tapped creatures, and then Joda will be exiled.
And I'm gonna draw
What
2
is-
cards.
Oh, it's 7, sorry, because of your turn.
And with Cerulean Wisp, I will draw 1 card.
So, Joda gets exiled. Did you say it was Path to Exile?
Yep, have that exile,
Is
so
that-
you still get a land.
Into play tapped?
Oh, goodness.
Correct.
Cool. So much happened there.
A lot of what we like to call interaction.
Everything happens so much.
Okay, so am I still getting attacked?
Yes, you're still getting hit.
Just by Morophon.
An 8/8 Morophon is coming at you.
I would
Okay.
target the Morophon, but it had boots.
Yes, it does have boots.
Yeah.
Boots are made for walking.
Dang. I don't have anything I can do. I gotta take the 8.
Cool. Okay. Main phase 2. I have a question about the interaction between Morophon and Fist of Suns. Does that mean that if I say that I'm going to pay the Wooburg for a Nephilim, does Morophon then make it free?
It
Yes.
should be able to, yeah.
So I can, for free, cast Irregular Cohort and Mirror Entity.
Yes.
Yep.
Fantastic.
I mean, it was the same way with I think was it Joda and Morophon did the same thing. I think, right?
Joda and Fist of Suns did the same thing.
No, I'm at the interaction was if you put Morophon in a Joda deck, you could still get the free casting cost.
Right. Well, I was basically asking, Fist of Suns replaces the cost for Wooburg, and Morophon reduces the cost of Nephilim by a Wooburg, so it would make all my Nephilim free.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, and I don't think I have anything else to do, so I need to discard a lot.
Now,
This
do
might
you
be-
have to?
Oh.
Do you have to draw off a Vanquisher's banner or no?
I
If
do.
you did cast,
It is not a May. No! That's like...
This might be the craziest board state I've ever seen.
it's pretty silly, I'm not gonna lie.
I have to discard 10.
I've been trying to find the thing that makes everyone's hand size is like infinite. I can't find it.
Okay, so I'm going to discard an island, plains, forest, thriving isle, exotic orchard, island, swamp, cartouche of strength, birthing boughs, and I'm still undecided on the last card. I'm discarding. It will be a swamp. And I will pass the turn. All my land, or all my stuff on taps.
Yep.
This is a silly game.
This Nephilim deck gets really silly. I wouldn't say it's strong, but it is ridiculous.
Lev, your land's untapped too.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I draw 3 cards.
Yep.
3.
Then you get 3 mana.
And I get 3 mana. So I'm just gonna dump that 3 mana into my commander, who costs 5 right now. So I'll play him. I just gotta tap a red and a green. Gonna put an Evolving Wilds into play. And when that comes in, I'm gonna put a 1/1 counter on Gojira. Tap a green. I'll play a Destiny Spinner. So my creatures and enchantments can't be countered. Which I don't know if anybody's running counters anyway.
I don't know.
To be honest, of all the cards I need to put in this deck, I need to put a Destiny Spinner.
Do you have Sithis in the deck?
That I do.
Nice. I don't remember if I built this deck after or before I started running more target changing spells instead of counter magic. Because I always find redirection to be more fun and interesting than counters.
I can definitely see that.
It's like, oh, your spell still goes off, but I pick who it targets.
Okay, I'm gonna pay 1 to go ahead and try to equip the boots with the fur on the Godzilla.
Cool.
I got nothing.
He just needs his apple bottom jeans.
I'll allow it.
Okay, tap for a green and a red to put down a Mage Slayer.
Oh. No.
I'll draw a card.
I'll draw a card.
I'll sack my Evolving Wilds to go get another forest, but I'll get that later. I'm gonna put another counter on Godzilla. So he's a 9, technically 9/9. But I should probably not swing. The way this board state is, it's just too crazy to swing into anything.
That's probably a wise choice.
I can't do anything else, so I will pass the turn. 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
6.
I have
9 cards in hand.
2 things. Okay. I have a thing to do. End of your turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna pay 1 for Words of Wisdom. I will draw 2 cards. Each player will draw 1 card.
And then we also draw.
So is this-
We may also draw one because it's a non-creature.
If you want to, yeah.
So is this before or after discard?
It's at your end step, so it would be after you discard.
Okay.
It's very nice of you to wait until after discard.
2.
You're a very friendly deck.
I try.
Okay, so I draw 1, 2 cards.
And then I guess it's my turn.
Yep.
I'll untap my land.
So will I.
I will draw 3 cards. Okay.
Oh, I need to go fetch my forest.
Get my 3 green mana. So I'm gonna play Makokoro of the Sea.
Nice.
I will tap 1 for Felwar Stone. We will tap Jegantha to add 1 of each of the colors. Oh, and data you'll get through life. I forgot.
Oh, okay.
I will use 2 of that for Chromatic Lantern. And I'll use 1 and 2 for Avatar of Growth. Each player searches their library for 2 basic land cards and puts them onto the battlefield.
Tapped or untapped?
No, put them on the battlefield.
3 land cards?
2 basic land
Oh.
cards.
Okay, it's not that silly.
Look what you've done to my deck. It's like half of it is out of the deck.
I'm sorry, not sorry.
My grave is
I
huge.
can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this.
I'm gonna play Baby Jace.
I believe you've helped me
Hey,
so
baby
much.
Jace.
I'm gonna up Baby Jace so everyone draws a card.
I'll do that once I get this shuffled.
Yep.
I can go searching because I have no basic lands in my deck. So. We will pay this, and that for impulsive maneuvers.
What's that do?
Whenever a creature attacks, flip a coin. If you win the flip, next time the creature would deal combat damage this turn, it deals double that damage. If you lose the flip, next time that creature would deal combat damage this turn, prevent that damage.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh.
I will pay 1 for Vision Skines. Each player draws 2 cards.
Or,
So
or
let's
3 if
draw.
you want to draw 3.
Are you trying to deck us out?
I can't win the game and you can't lose the game because Abyss Persecutor's out.
No.
Oh,
So
this is funny.
I'm trying to deck myself out. Does anyone have creatures in their graveyard?
Yes.
Let me check.
So I have an avian changeling, and that's my only creature in my grave.
No creature in the graveyard, just only enchantments, instants, and vehicle. Technically artifact, I guess, and a sorcery.
Just Atlanta War Elves for me.
Okay. I'm gonna pay this 1 for Exhume. Each player puts a creature card from their graveyard onto the battlefield.
Nice.
Does
Never.
does Extreme make me draw or let me draw a card?
If you want to, you don't have to.
And then my Garrick's Uprising because it's a freaking 5/5.
Gonna pay this.
I've never played against a commander deck that's basically supporting every other deck.
Oh yeah.
I'll play Silvala.
This is my hand.
Same. I have a Gay Kings deck that is made to play with new players, but it does have ways of winning. It's just either decking people out or like Approach of the Second Sun. It's not aggressive.
I have 13 cards in hand.
Each player will gain each of my opponents will gain 1 life,
Sweet.
and then I will play Upwelling.
What's that do?
Mana pools don't empty at the end of turns or end of phases or turns.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh.
Oh.
That-
With Awakening, you guys can all just dump everything into your mana pools, and everything will be fine.
Oh my god.
That is good to know.
And so
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to have a counter
I'll
for
go.
this.
I'll go with this. I'm gonna pay 1 for New Frontiers. Each player may search the library for up to 1 basic land and permanently tapped.
Sure.
I opt to not do that, but I will draw a card.
And that got me down to seven cards in my hand. So
God.
turns over.
On your end step, I'm turning all these sideways.
Same.
I'm generating 11 black mana.
What are you gonna play?
Okay. Is there an Ouroborg in play? Okay, so I'm gonna have to do some math here. So I'm tapping everything. So
I'm gonna get a bigger
2
dice
green.
so you can see it.
3.
Hope everyone's having fun.
Here.
1,
11.
2, 3, 4.
This is
5,
definitely
6,
interesting, that's for
7,
sure.
8, 9, 10.
It's gonna be a very entertaining video.
10 mana floating. Jeez. That's soon going to be 13 mana floating. Because of the snake, because the snake. Draw a card, draw a second card, draw a third card.
You get 3 mana, which
Yep,
goes into your mana pool.
yep, already did that. So I'm going to play a treasure vault. Save that for a rainy day. Okay, so then also, oh wait, before I play the land, I gotta do some triggers. This trigger, this trigger. So I'm gonna put a counter on my likeness of the seeker. Oh no, wait, that doesn't happen. Andrew, you exile your greatest power creature that you control,
Is that targeting me?
targeting you. Do I have to pay 1 for targeting you with the Mariner?
Yes. Because you're, yeah, that's what the Mariner does. I'm trying to see
I
if
will
I,
pay.
if I have a good response. I could play that. No, I can't. It's a sorcery. No, okay. You have sent more. Wait, more. Oh, that gets around X-proof because you're targeting me. No.
Dun. That is what we call the game plan.
Why would you do this?
Because you were going to play a crap ton of creatures.
It's still gonna happen. You know. You
Yeah.
I mean, that is fair. That is fair.
Does,
Anyway, I'm now.
Fist of
I'm gonna make
Suns-
my.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Fist of Suns does not negate commander tax, does it?
I don't know about that actually.
No, because I think command attacks is an additional thing. So
Okay.
I think
So
it just makes.
be a Wooburg and a 1. Or a Wooburg and a 2, rather.
Right.
No, we're gonna win one because remember you lose one for
Oh, that's true.
Helm Awakening.
Very nice.
Plus 1 boost. Okay, I'm going to have to do some shenanigans. First things first, plus 1 on a Johnny. I'm going to gain 3 life. Next. I'm going to -6 and exile the Mage Slayer because that card scares me.
Oh, exile.
Yeah. Then 1, 2. Okay. Yep, I can do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna play a spell called Sudden Salvation. Instant. Choose up to 3 target permanent cards in your graveyard that were put there from the battlefield this turn. Return them to the battlefield tapped under their owner's control.
I'm gonna draw a card.
So would I.
Gideon comes onto the battlefield.
Card.
Battle for Bretta card, and Fall of the Imposter comes back onto the battlefield. How many times have I played these suckers?
Too many.
That's amazing. I mean, I know it's kind of dreadful in some circumstances, but you do have to admit that's kind of cool.
Satsuke is not in play right now, is she?
She is not.
Okay.
So, 1 and 1. So I'm going to put a counter on Likeness of the Seeker. I am going to then make another Human Warrior token. A crap ton of them now. Then I'm going to... Let's see, I need to remember that I have like 13 mana still that I even haven't used yet. We'll put it like that. 13. Do I have anything that draws a card? Yes, I do. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to use 3 of that 13 mana floating to play Commander Spear.
I'm gonna draw a card.
I will also draw a card.
Then I'll tap 1 and 2 of that mana to cast Moonblessed Cleric. Allows me to tutor up for an enchantment and put that card on top of my library.
What you gonna get?
A Guarded Summons.
Oh,
I don't know what that does.
Pretty much creatures I control with +1/+1 counters on them have face power and toughness 4/4, have flying, and are angels in addition to their other types.
Gotcha.
So in other words, my warriors are going to soon become beautiful angels in a minute. At least that's the plan. Anyway, cut. Then we put that on top. Then I am going to sacrifice Commander Spear to draw that card. Then I will spin 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 of the floating mana that I have at the moment. Play Sigarda Summons.
I'm gonna draw a card.
And then I'm going to spend 2 of that and 1 of the floating mana to play the Restoration of Aganjo, which allows me to search up for planes.
I'll draw a card.
I will also draw a card.
Put that in hand. Then I'll keep that in hand. Then I'll spend 4 of that mana to go down to 1 mana, play Solemn Simulacrum, which allows me to search for a basic and put it on the battlefield tap. Now the question is, do I have any basics still?
It's always fun when you have to ask that question.
Lucky enough, Ness. Okay.
Who's the signature from?
It's actually from the artist, actually. Dan Scott's.
Ah.
I got it actually when I was at the Magic Fest in Kansas City one year.
Well, that's awesome.
It was a little bit of memory. I do have some cards that are kind of like memories and tell tales of them own of kind of like my own story. Like this Gideon specifically, I actually got it at a game store pretty much in the California area where my brother proposed to her now wife, essentially. So, if people want to ask, I also have my own tales of my own to tell. But first, we're going to tell the tale of a giant warrior angel army attacking a player. First things first, we need to make sure this has summoning sickness. It does, so we're going to put that to the side. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 technically sitses with flying and vigil. Or do they get vigilance? I forget.
I don't think
Just
so.
flying. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 sits flyers.
Well, good. That's 72 damage you can throw around.
Yep. So
That's a lot of damage.
first things first, I'm going to, just for the sake of fun, Data Storm, you're going to be attacked by the Elf Angels. Andrew, you're going to be attacked by the Warrior Angels.
So that's
So now,
36 in the air.
Levdev, for each creature's attacks, you have to flip a coin.
Oh, I forgot about that. No. Even odds. Okay, so
Oh, gosh.
first elf. Oh no, wait. I first should say sorry. Okay, first elf. I'll say even. Okay, that's even, so that gets double damage.
Yep.
I'm just going to first put this here and then clarify which ones are half and which ones are double.
Yes.
Next one. Darn it, I forgot to call it again. Odd. Oh, okay, that's double. Okay. Even. Okay, that one is half.
No, it does not
Well,
damage.
0.
0.
Yeah.
Okay, it does 0 damage. Gotcha. Darn it. Even. Okay. Next one. Odd. Yep. And then the last one. Even. Nice. So you'd be attacked with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sits angels that have essentially, and then I negate this one had summoning sickness. So 5 with double strike, so 5 sitses with double strike with flying.
So that's
Is that 70 damage?
They're basically attacking as 12 sixes.
That's for Data Storm specifically. Andrew, I'm going to start yours shortly because I have to roll for these ones now as well. So this is for Data Storm specifically. It's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sitses with double strike, more or less.
So when it is the first strike damage, it will deal 12 damage.
It's
It
not.
does
It's
second
not.
strike.
It's not actually double strike.
It's just
They're-
twice the amount of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he had given him double strike, and I was like, oh, that's a lot of damage.
Nah.
My bad.
Nah.
No.
But it's double the damage. But still, it's
So it's-
60, so technically you haven't lose the game yet due to
Right.
Abyssal Persecutor, so you're
Right.
at...
I'm at 0. Well, would it be negative or would it just go to 0?
It would be negative. You would be
Okay.
negative 21. Or
Jeez.
am I doing my math right? Or is it negative 19?
Hold on.
It's
It
negative
was 30.
21.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take your word for it.
Are you gonna roll for mine then?
That is the game
I
plan.
can't. It won't let me go into negatives.
Then it's 0. That must be the way the game works.
Okay, so then now time for you, Andrew. Okay, first warrior. Odd. Yep. Second one. Even. Yes. Third one. Odd. Yes. Fourth one. Odd. Nope. Fifth one. Even. Yep. Sixth one. Odd. Nope. So you're going to be attacked with 4 Sits angels that are technically 12 angels with the double damage, technically.
So I'm down to 0 life, because that's 48 damage.
Yep.
Cool.
And for the sake of clarity and making sure I know which is which, I'm going to put these over here, because I know these are the human warriors. This is the human warrior with summoning sickness. The elf warriors are all tapped. And this is probably the dumbest game I did in a while.
Yeah, this is just crazy.
It's very silly.
Okay. So then, after that, I'm going to go to discard. Let's see.
On your end step, I'm gonna tap these 12 mana producing things for 6 white and 6 blue mana.
Makes perfect sense. And I'm going to be discarding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands. Okay,
So
now your
wait,
turn.
The mana doesn't even empty after the turn ends?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mana pools don't empty at the end of phases or turns.
I will play.
Oh.
Basically,
I definitely
everyone has
misunderstood that.
everyone has an omnet of locusts.
I'll play a Temple of the False God. We are going to tap 5, 6 mana. Here, we'll do 5 like that. Temple of the False God will float 1 for Morophon. Does Morophon resolve?
I got nothing.
Yeah,
Okay.
nothing.
Morophon will enter, and I'll use that one floating to equip it with Swiftfoot boots again.
Woo!
Swifty.
It enters. All of these go back up because they're all getting buffed now. Where is 3? 3. And Morophon gets +2. Cool. Okay. And he enters a draw card off of Garrick's Uprising. We're going to, for free, play Tarian Mauler. Draw 1. Gets +3. Cool. I will...
Let them have your creatures untapped, by the way.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yes, they do.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
I will play a Grave Shifter, which will also get +3. It has no targets in the grave. It will also draw me a card. I will play... huh?
I have a question.
Yeah.
I mean, since I misunderstood what was going on, can we double my red mana and my green mana?
Yeah,
Just
that's fine. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. In lieu of that, do you mind if I do a different thing where we say I play Rhythm of the Wild before these 2 creatures?
Sure.
Okay, so they have
You
haste.
draw a card.
Of the wild.
So
I'm gonna draw a card for that.
Cool.
Same here.
I will play Witchmaw Nephilim. Draw a card. It gains haste. Chameleon Colossus. It gains haste. I draw a card. They're both getting +3. We will play a Neeboid Changeling, which will get +3, and I will draw a card. Let's see.
Are you giving all these creatures haste?
Yes, they all have haste. Everyone that enters this turn has haste because of Rhythm of the Wild.
Okay.
It's the rhythm of the wild.
Do 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 do.
Let's see. Because it costs only 1 mana, we're gonna do Arcane Signet.
I'm a draw.
Sounds good.
Same.
Really wish I had a way of dealing with that thing that's making us not lose.
If you get rid of me, it goes away.
This is true.
Yes.
I mean, actually, I just now realized something. There is a way that I can actually remove that, but I'll wait.
I will
Uh-oh.
pay 2 for Icon of Ancestry. Everything's
can
getting
get-
another +1.
Everybody down to 0. And just take on... Do we all lose?
I
It
would
becomes
say
a draw?
I would say we all lose.
Yeah.
There's so many cards in hand. My God. Let's see. There's so much in my hand. Levdev, how many, what are your larger tokens? Are they...
This one's technically a free beast, but it becomes a 4/4 due to the Angel ability, so it's a 5/5 flyer, and all these are technically sit flyers, so 12 sit flyers.
So you have Elf Warriors and Human Warriors?
And a little beast, as well as the Likeness of the Seeker, which is technically an 11/11 flying, a free 2, a sad robot, and an Eternal Witness.
Are most of them elves, then?
Only one of them is elves.
Is that not including the elf tokens?
Oh yeah, you're right. Technically the elf tokens and the moon-based cleric are elves.
So you have 7 of them.
Yes.
Cool. We are going to pay 2 and cast Peer Pressure. I have 10 changelings. This says choose a creature type. If you control more creatures of that type than any other player, you gain control of all creatures of that type.
Okay, in response,
Yes.
I'm actually going to play with a card that actually I missed my top 10 list. This was my top 1 card. But here's actually the one card that I missed that actually I think is one of my sleeper favorite cards. So I'm going to tap 4. I am going to channel Shigeki for 1.
Okay, what does that do?
The channel ability is X green. Discard Shigeki. Return X target non-legendary cards from your graveyard to your hand. I am going to target Path to Exile from my hand.
Okay.
Then, before the spell resolves, I am going to Path to Exile the Abyssal Persecutor.
No. I have nothing that
Response?
can save me. I have nothing. That was about to be such a cool turn. I will actually, in response, pay a white to, what's your best creature?
I guess technically the Liker Seeker thingy.
I'm gonna Swords
That's
Plowshare that.
That's fair. I'll gain 11 life.
I'm gonna draw 3 cards.
That sucks. Do I have any?
And
other
now
uses?
both Datastorm and Raiden and Andrew has been knocked out.
Well, that was fun. I was about to do Feat of Resistance, which would give them all my creatures protection, Distortion Strike, which gives them all unblockable,
nice.
and Might of the Nephilim, which would give them all +2/+2 for each of their colors. And I was about to kill like everyone, which would have ended in a draw.
Whew. Okay,
But that was
so,
good. That was really good. So it's
This is
just
like just now me and Group Hug individual.
I've got one response. I forgot I was muted.
Oh,
What
yeah.
was it?
Okay, I'm gonna pay 2, and I'm gonna cycle Yudaro and draw a card. And that did not help, so I die.
Cool.
But seriously, this is a sleeper card in Commander. This card is really good.
So here was my plan. If you could have got everybody else to 0, I could have played a land, gained 2 life, and then Terror of the Peaks could have taken out the you can't lose the game thing.
Dang.
Okay,
And then I could have won.
We were just trying to,
This was-
trying to tie the game, but now that LevDev is left, I think this might be Lev's game.
It might. It depends on Fridge's turn. So at the end of turn, I will tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana floating. So it's up to you, Fridge. Can you beat me?
The thing is, I don't want to beat you. I don't want to beat anyone.
Do you concede then?
I will concede.
Okay, I won with my army of angels, and that's hilarious.
That was really funny. I'm happy with how that went. That was a really fun game.
Yeah, that game was awesome. Like, oh crap! I did not realize how good this deck was.
All right.
Man, if
well,
if I could have cycled and found my Cultivate, I could have lived that.
what would Cultivate have done for you?
Well, it would have gave me life because I could have put a land
Oh.
into multiple lands into play. Well, one land into play,
Can you
and I would have been at 2.
can you cast
Yeah,
Cultivate?
it
at
would have been a
instant
land
speed?
form trigger.
Can you
Oh wait, that's right. It's only a sorcery.
Yeah.
I thought it was an instant.
Sorry.
So, what have we learned today, everybody?
Green-white enchantments will always be good.
Yeah, even with a pretty janky commander.
That and take out Lev Dev first.
All right. Well, I still wanna see if we can get a game in with Lacey, so I'm gonna wrap up this video here. Thank you all so much for watching. You can, as usual, find all of these wonderful people in the description below. Go follow them, and yeah, they're all wonderful people.
Bye.
Thank you all for being here. Bye.
See ya! But